What's going on, everyone? What's really going on? Listen, I want to apologize for not posting video in months. Leafy's been telling me every single day. She's like, Sean, you need to post a video. And finally, today is going to be the day is that I make a video and I post it. So I apologize. I'm going to try and post a video either every week or every other week from now on. What's going on, everyone? Right here we have Leafy. Leafy's jumping around like crazy. We have Leafy. I'm gonna show you a little closer picture of her, but I'm gonna let her out. Let her jump around a little bit. Um, so Leafy is a Gulf Coast toad, and I wish this was closer, but I'll show y'all, better pictures of her. Leafy's a Gulf Coast toad. Her scientific name is, I'm sorry if I butcher this, Bufo nebulifer, Buffo. It's one of those two. And so Leafy, excuse me, Leafy, I just found her outside. I've said this before. I just found her outside. And you can legally obtain these if you have a hunting license. But Leafy was just outside and she was in one of those water tanks. There was a bunch of other toads, but Leafy was smaller. And I just wanted I wanted one that I could grow up with. And I've had Leafy for about a year now. Leafy, how old are you? I'm an awful father. I don't know how old she was whenever I got her. But, yeah, I've had her for over a year now. And, to differentiate, to distinguish between a toad, between a Gulf Coast toad, I will show you. So, right here. We got Leafy in my hands right now. I don't want to hold her like this because I know she doesn't like it. But you see her. Oh my goodness, Leafy. Leafy's something else. Leafy is a diva. So right here, you can look at her head. And with Gulf Coast toads, they have sort of a triangular head. If you can see. I really don't want her to pee on me. She's jumping all over the place. She's a triangular head. Right? And they're going to have these distinct lines. Most of them have, I think most, if not all, have a line down the middle of their backs. Right here. Hold on. Right here. Lines down. They're going to be sort of a brownish, blackish yellow. And the males typically have a yellowish greenish, a yellow-green throat. I can't show you Leafy's because Leafy's going all over the place. But Leafy's, since she's a female, it's gonna be not pigmented. But yeah. So typically, the size of an adult is gonna be between like 5 to 10 centimeters, which is about like 2 to 4 inches. Their general distribution is going to be in North America, and they're found along the Gulf Coast from Louisiana to northern Mexico, also here in Texas. What they like to eat. So Leafy is mainly on, what I feed her is just mainly crickets I get from PetSmart. You should get her the large ones. She can handle those. She'll probably eat from it ranges. Sometimes she doesn't feel like eating. Sometimes she feels like eating. She'll usually eat about like 4 of the crickets that I put in there, of the large crickets. But she's also an adult. I've also fed her mealworms. She eats plenty of those. I've gave her roly-polies. I know I'm not supposed to be feeding her those, but she eats them. I did it before. I don't do it anymore. I did it to begin with whenever I didn't really know. I was sort of ignorant on everything, didn't know where to get all the stuff. She's climbing up my arm right now. And the Gulf Coast toads, really, you can find them pretty much anywhere here in Texas. Usually, I hate to say this, but usually they're just like dead in the street. Um, and Leafy, get off of me. Um, but when they're not dead in the street, you know, toe jerky, you can find them like by rivers. If you like little water gauges outside your house, if you open those up, there's usually toads in there. Um, they'll hang around in your backyard or your front yard. You know, like there's an abundance of him here in Texas, which is why for the conservation, the Gulf Coast toad is not a protected species here in Texas, and can be legally collected with a hunting license. So if you want a Gulf Coast toad, you can just go outside and get one if you have the, you know, your hunting license. And yeah, that's about it. Their reproduction is usually from March to September. I got her in about like May, June, or something like that. Um, and I will get actually next May, around March is whenever they start, you know, reproducing and are a whole lot more active. I will be getting Leafy a partner. I will get her a male. So possibly we'll have toad babies. Who knows? Um, but yeah, that's it for this video. Oh, I'm sorry, baby girl. She does not like when she does not want to be out at all. She just wants to, I think, go back in her home, and I will put her in there. I'm sorry. Thank you, Leafy. Say hello to everyone. I guess bye. Thank y'all for watching. Oh, no. No, no. Get back in there. Easy. No. All right.